Hi, everybody. So we're going to do an update on the Gannon. I don't even want to say it like that. We're going to do an update on Gannon's case. I'm going to keep it short and sweet and try to keep everything timely and um, in a concise manner. So I've written notes, and just bear with me because the baby is up and watching Coco Melon. So, hi guys. So no readings, please don't, anybody, we're not doing readings, I'm just doing the update on Gannon, okay? So the first thing I want to say is I know that with the first live I did, the first missing persons case live I did, which was Gannon, just feeling your way around how to, properly, I don't even want to say properly do this. It's a little bit disconcerting because he's so young and it's so new. Hi, everybody. So I still find myself trying to be tender to the needs of the family in case anyone sees this. Okay, I just looked up, it's 33 viewers. There's my brother. Hi, guys. So the first thing that I want to say is that I do not feel that Gannon is living on Earth anymore. Okay. I don't even like to say that, but this is the way, intuitively it feels to me. I also I feel like as much as I don't like the stepmother, that this wasn't something that was planned or premeditated as far as hurting him. I think that there was a lot of buildup of things that were happening, breakdown of the marriage, her losing control, things like that. Hi, guys. And I think that she panicked and did this. I do not like her. I'm not fond of any of the things that she's been doing and not doing. I feel like, and I did consult with some other readers as well. My friend Rochelle has, that some of you I think are in her group, has done an update. I haven't read it yet. Not an update, I'm sorry. Has written notes on it. And she mentioned something about redwood trees. I think that Red Rock Canyon is, hi Stacy. Red Rock Canyon needs to be looked at, again after consulting with another psychic medium who happens to be in the same area in Colorado, and telling her what I saw. She actually had said, she said to me, it sounds like Red Rock Canyon, which is what I was drawn to after, messaging with Rochelle. I see it looks like a service road, okay? It's dirt, and you know how service roads, it looks like there's a bump in the middle because the tires are so big from going over it, so it looks like almost like there's a mound in the middle and maybe some stuff growing. I see that. I also see there's a body of water. It feels like the road goes like this and it's like here, okay? So the body of water isn't at the end, but the road kind of goes like this and there's a body of water. I also see some sort of course it's called Red Rock, but I see a rock formation that reminds me of, I'm from Massachusetts. It's a huge Native American town. And we have a lot of those rock walls all over the place. And that's what it looks like to me, like rocks in a formation of some kind, okay? Also something that was picked up afterwards by me and also by Christina, almost the same exact thing. Something about, does anybody know anything about a teddy bear or a bear of some kind? She got it as a koala bear. I just saw a bear. And I don't know why that's sticking out, but kind of like when we were doing the first live in the backpack, and you guys kept hearing me, and I just kept talking about the backpack, the backpack, the backpack. So that stuck out to me, but this is the same type of feeling, okay? I don't think the stepmother cared for Gannon that much. I think she felt put off by the whole thing. And for some reason, he was the recipient of her resentment, Okay. And basically she lost her shit. I think that law enforcement also already has some sort of radius about the area that she covered on the 27th. So I think they're close and closing in. The other thing is there's a guy out there, I think I saw in one of the groups that has a drone of some kind. I keep feeling like wherever he is, that's the perfect viewpoint to really get a good angle and a good view. So I don't know if he's looked at Red Rock. And like I said before, I'm not from that area, so it's difficult for me to translate sometimes. The number 12 keeps coming up. Again, today is the 12th, but I also, after tuning in again, do feel like it's a time of day, which happens to coincide, I think, a bit with the timeline that law enforcement has developed. And I'm, don't crucify me on that. As far as if it's not the timeline law enforcement, I'm talking about the Petco and all this other stuff. But when I was just tuning in and writing these notes, I kept I heard the walls are closing in, and that's to do with the stepmother. The walls are closing in. So I hope beyond hope that it's that it's now that he's going to be found. No parent should ever have to wonder. And I've always said this to myself, that's got to be the worst thing, is to not know. Okay. So it's difficult to appeal to a stepmother who I feel is missing a key component that the rest of us have, as far as empathy and compassion, and not thinking that they're, the center of the universe type thing. So for me to sit here and say, to push those buttons in order to induce her to do something, it seems that it's highly unlikely that that's going to cause her to change her story or to come up with anything else. The other thing I saw too quickly this morning was somebody posting about her, and this is I think I'm only in the one group about Gannon. This is a gain to her. And when I read that, I said to myself, I just said this the other day, there's a Jimmy Creek in that area. And she said he went to Jimmy's. I said, if this bitch, excuse my French, is that sick and twisted, I hope that area is covered as well. Okay. But again, my intuitive insight is this Red Rock area. Okay. When I tuned into it, I asked about Garden of the Gods, as far as directionally speaking. Directionally, is that even the word? But as far as a direction, north, south, east, west, and they told me south. When I looked on the map, that's where I was drawn to. Okay. Then on top of that, with Rochelle saying redwoods, it further ingrained that idea in my mind. All right. I think they're close, a lot closer than everyone thinks. Okay. And I think that they're taking their time, and I think that they want smaller groups for a few reasons, but one of them being to contain what's let out to the public right now. Okay. I can't really, I'm on the PC, you guys, so give me a minute. They have not found him yet. No. I did read, I went through the news thing. She just, and I was saying to another reader this morning, like, usually, because in case any of you guys don't know, my brother was murdered in 2012. I watched my mother lose a child. Okay. I lost my brother. It was the most horrific thing that's ever happened. So I have a extremely bad reaction to people that hurt other people. Okay. Especially children. I don't have that I want to fly out there and choke the life out of her feeling, even though I told the reader this morning she can still catch these hands, because I do not like her. I think that she was mentally abusive to him. I think that there was a little bit of overlooking on certain things that maybe should have not been skipped over. However, none of us are there. None of us are in that family dynamic. It's extremely difficult to have a, I don't want to say a split family, but you know, an extended family like that, and to get everything to work. So we can't really speak on that. And now I keep hearing the number 2, and why Valentine's Day keeps popping up, I'm not exactly sure. So I don't know if there's going to be something tomorrow. I really want it to be today. And it's difficult when you are an empathic, compassionate person, because even when you're reading and you get something, you get it set in your mind, because then there's an end there's an end point, okay? And when I mean end point, I mean to the family not knowing. That's, to me, that's the worst thing, you know, is not knowing, because your mind can tell you all different types of things, okay? I feel like he also had a nickname for the sister, because I keep hearing it. Knock it off with the tarot BS. It's sinful. Listen, if you're going to call shots, at least know what you're talking about. It wasn't a tarot reading. But anyway, that stuff doesn't bother me. And again, back to the stepmother statement that was publicized. She's such a friggin' narcissist. Like, this has nothing to do with you beyond what you dumbass. Anyway, I think the stepmother is covering her tracks. And again, like I said earlier, I don't think that this was a purposeful thing, although she's guilty nonetheless in my eyes, if that makes sense. I think a lot of the stuff that this lady says, the stepmother, is red herring. Do you guys know what I mean by red herring? She's just throwing things out there for confusion, all right? So I don't even know if there was blood in the garage. And you see, you know, I always go with the first impression. You see the look on my face, it's like, what are you talking about? So I don't even necessarily, I think that was all something to do with, I saw something about her saying about going out the side gate. I think that was her way of doing that, all right? And again, throwing things out there for confusion. I don't think it's going to be long. I kept hearing walls are closing in and walls are closing in. And also, I think, and I did hear this earlier, that it's part of the group effort in the rescue, and everyone working together and the care and concern. Sometimes it's it takes the right people to push the right buttons and to put certain things out there so that other things can be connected by those who are more in the know. Okay, factually speaking, if that makes sense. I feel very sorry for him. I think he felt very misunderstood. I think he didn't understand why the stepmother was like that to him and not like that with the sister. I think that I think it's just very, very sad all around. But to anybody who's wondering, like I said, my brother was murdered, and I call on him sometimes when I need more clarification, because he's pretty funny. When I asked him, I said, "Where's Gannon?" He said, "Right here with me." You know, my brother's 6'4", and Gannon's, you know, tiny compared to him. And my brother just kept saying to me not to worry. They're going to find him. I just wish that the family didn't have to be in that not knowing phase. It's awful. And that's pretty much it. So we'll continue to put out, you know, I'll continue to work with my guides. I'll continue to, as much as I can. I think it's really, really taken a toll on a lot of us, and for good reason, and in good spirit. Throw people off and isn't. Right. So I would caution against everyone putting any stock into what she says, and a little bit further than that, because it doesn't take a lot sometimes to get certain individuals excited over things. Yeah, a nickname. I feel like it's like Lulu or something like that. Does anybody know about that? And also, all right, baby. And also about a teddy bear or a bear of some kind. I don't know why that's important, but you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when me and my brother, who's now passed, were planning to run away, and we took all our popples with us. We got caught, by the way, but we took all our popples with us, and he took his dog. Ralph. That was the dog's name, Ralph. That type of thing. So I don't know if there's something that stands out to anybody as far as that goes. But it's soon, and again, not soon enough. Hi, everybody. So like I said, continue to put out those, I don't want to say good thoughts, because to me there's no good here, okay, except to provide the family with answers, so they're not sitting. No mother should ever have to wonder where her child is, okay? It's just awful. And so, again, I'm not going to talk to the stepmother. It makes no sense. She's not doing anything but causing more problems. It makes no goddamn sense. And another thing is that's being pointed out again, because I did say this in the first live, because it's starting again, is I have pain all right here, okay? All right here. And when I did the live the last time and I first tuned in, I also had it in my ear over here, all right? So again, we're waiting for some news on this, all right, everybody? So again, hopefully we don't have to do another update on this. I really don't, and I deal in probability. Anything's possible, but what is most probable at that time is energetically how I feel, and I feel it's highly probable that this is going to have a resolution as far as knowing Gannon's whereabouts very shortly, okay? Thanks, everybody. Have a good day, or at least try to have a good day.